International AIDS Conference is the largest gathering on HIV and AIDS in the world. Here scientists, health professionals, activists, political and business leaders, investors, and people living with HIV all come together to work on real solutions to the epidemic. The conference is organized by the International AIDS Society, a world's largest association of HIV professionals with over 10,000 members from over 180 countries. Registration is now open for the 22nd International AIDS Conference, AIDS 2018, which will take place in the Dutch capital Amsterdam. This time around, the conference will have a key focus on the Eastern Europe and Central Asia region. AIDS 2018 program will feature the state of affairs and response to the epidemic in the region's countries, with special emphasis on the topic of investment, structural factors, and community services. That is why we want to see you as a participant of AIDS 2018. We want your unique outlook, your on-the-ground experience, your professional take on the matter. We want to hear your voices. We want to meet scientists, health workers, activists, journalists, business and establishment leaders from your region, your country, your city. In this video, we will tell you how to become a participant. And in order to begin, we will need to create an online profile, a participant's personal account on the conference's website. Only then will you be able to fill out a delegate's registration form, as well as submit your abstracts or apply for a grant. Luckily, it's not difficult at all. Well, shall we? Starting off on the main page of the conference's website, choose Register for the conference in the registration menu. If you are a regular delegate, simply press the Register and Pay by Credit Card button. If you wish to register as a group or pay using a bank transfer, you will have to fill out the forms in PDF format. We will cover this later in the video. Since this is our first time, we'll need to enter our work email address into the lower prompt, agree to the personal data processing terms, and press the button. Let's fill out personal details. Note that in the first box, you will need to supply your international passport details and not your national passport. The second box allows you to specify if you belong to key demographics or refuse to do so. To enable and disable entries in the list on the left, simply hold down the Control key and click. The third box asks you to provide at least one method of communication. Important tip: if you intend to submit abstracts or apply for grants, or if you need a letter of invitation, you are absolutely required to answer your telephone number here. The rest is fairly self-explanatory: your residential address and zip code, organization or company you represent, your occupation in relation to the conference, and of course your password. All the fields are required. Don't forget which email address you choose at the start and your password. You know how it is sometimes. And there it is, your online profile. Inside you will find 8 boxes. From top to bottom, it's registration for the conference, grant applications, abstract submission, and applications for workshops and events. At the very bottom is the ever so important matter of accommodation. But right now we are interested in the very first box, registration. As you can see, we are still not registered. We're only done creating the profile, your personal online dashboard. Here it is, the actual delegate registration form. You don't have to enter your personal details again. They are sourced from your profile. If you spotted a typo, simply go back to your profile, click on User Details link, make the changes and submit them. You can always find a link to your profile in the email sent to the address you provided. Here you can enter contact information in case of emergency. Specify if you're a student or a youth participant. Specify if you're a certified prescriber. And let us know if you need a press pass as well as a regular delegate pass. Also, you agree to share some of your personal info with several conference sponsors. If your billing address is not the same as your residential address, you can enter it here. You can see that the form chooses the registration fee by itself, using your country and date of submission as a reference. As part of your registration, you have the option to choose 2 years of IAS membership, support the conference scholarship program, or the local charity. This amount is already included in the fee above. There is an option of free lunches for HIV-positive participants, additional donations, and application for vision-impaired or limited mobility options. If you need a letter of invitation, don't forget to check this box and double-check your passport details. This screen then allows you to add up to 2 accompanying persons, including children. Note, though, that they will only have access to some events at the conference. For each person, you will have to enter all the relevant details, as well as pay an additional fee, upload parent consent forms for minors, and ask for letters of invitation if needed. Careful! If you press the next button on this screen, your application will be immediately sent to the organizers, even though you haven't paid the fee yet. You have to be 100% sure of every detail you've provided on every page of this form, as well as in your personal profile. From here on, you won't be able to change anything unless you contact the organizers directly. You can double-check your application by clicking on the tabs on the top of the screen. As for your personal profile, open it in a separate browser tab or window and click User Details. And in case you're absolutely positive that everything's correct, make sure to not close the page with the credit card payment interface. Again, you will not be able to get to it again without help from the organizers. If you need to quickly contact the organizers anyway, simply enter your online profile and click here. This form will let you quickly solve any problems, from changes to the applications and letters of invitation for groups to payment issues and canceling your registration. As we've mentioned earlier, group registration and payment by bank transfer require you to fill out the form as a PDF file. Note that even if you've registered as a group, you will still need to choose one representative. This person will then deal with the organizers on the group's behalf. Here then is the registration form for a group of 5 people and more. Just fill in the personal details of the group's representative and the billing address. Then choose the fee amount according to this table. You can find the list of countries below. The rest you already know. As for the bank transfer PDF, it is precisely the same as the online registration form, which we've already covered. One last thing regarding registration deadlines and fees. The standard fee covers applications made before May 17th. After that, the fee will be slightly larger. Lastly, the deadline for requesting a letter of invitation and applying for a visa is June 1st. Looking forward to your applications. You can find reference materials that will help you take part in the conference on the conference's website. Meanwhile, don't forget to share this video with your colleagues. Good luck! The video was prepared by FU International.